Jesus experienced shame. I just imagine those 600 soldiers surrounding Jesus, laughing at him, picking on him, maybe even slapping and kicking him in complete shame. And in verse 19, it says they were striking his head with a reed, which again is one of the few descriptions that we have in Mark of the physical pain he experienced. And then it says they spat on him, they mocked him, and then they stripped him of his purple cloak. Again, the physical pain was terrible. We know this. It was grueling. It was torturous. It was bad. But Mark is emphasizing Jesus was completely humiliated. And Mark continues this in verse 21. This is what it says. And they compelled a passerby, Simon of Cyrene, who was coming in from the country, the father of Alexander and Rufus, to carry his cross. You see, what we need to understand in this moment was that Jesus was carrying his cross, a 100-pound wooden beam through a high-traffic highway, somewhat like a parade was going on. All this was happening so his death could be put on display to a watching world as a warning to everyone who was watching, seeking to intimidate those who followed him, seeking to show the world that if you follow this man, you can experience the same, which draws our attention, if you remember back to chapter 8. This is where Jesus was preparing his disciples back in chapter 8, that they will need to pick up their cross and follow him. And here, in Mark chapter 15, we see the first literal example of that, where Jesus could not physically carry his cross anymore. Again, it was a form of mockery, showing his physical weakness to the world. And so the watching world, his followers, they see a picture of a man who is believed to be a follower of Jesus, literally pick up Jesus' cross and follow him. Not only did the world humiliate and shame Jesus, but the world also humiliated and shamed his followers. They humiliated his disciples. Mark, in this moment, is painting a picture. He's giving a visible illustration of what it looks like to follow Jesus. That following Jesus does not always lead to easy roads, but it leads us to a cross. And as we'll see in a moment, the road to the cross is difficult, but glory is on the other side.